Hey everybody, it's Greg again. It's another edition of Unbreakable podcast. It is Friday, December 26th. Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you all had a great Christmas out there. We did here. There's Coco on my bed there, just chilling. We're all Christmased out, partied out. We ate too much, all of us. Cookies, candy. Oh, Jesus, ham, turkey, potatoes. You name it. No vegetables for me, but all kinds of other crap. It was good though, good. And we're all we're all partying out here, and so I had to come on do a podcast today because you know what? Today is Boxing Day. It's celebrated over in England. Boxing Day, Boxing Day. You know, when I was a kid, I thought Boxing Day was like a day that, like, all the boxers got together, like not the dogs, the dog boxers. It could be like you know how the dog thing in New York City, the big dog festival or whatever the hell they call it, Best in Show. You got all the boxers together, and they all no, that's not what I thought it was. I thought Boxing Day was a day dedicated dedicated to boxers like Muhammad Ali and Rocky Marciano and guys like that. Joe Frazier. No, I was wrong there too. It's Boxing Day is a day, the day after Christmas, when you box everything up and you take it back to the friggin' store because it either didn't fit or it wasn't the right kind, and you're returning stuff. Why don't they call it returning day? I don't know, but Boxing Day, Boxing Day. Now, you know what? If it's Boxing Day, why did somebody come up with the idea of having a heavyweight championship boxing match? Let's say Ali Frazier or Ali Foreman or one of those great old, when I was growing up, those great heavyweight champs. Why did they have a match like that the day after Christmas in London, England? And then they could have called it Boxing Day, Boxing Day, you know? Because you got regular Boxing Day, you're taking this stuff back to the store, but then you got your heavyweight championship boxing champion, whatever. And when you're at that boxing match between Ali and Frazier, everybody in the crowd must bring their boxer shorts. No, that's the wrong boxer too. I don't know. If you have a boxer dog, you get it free. How about that? If you're wearing boxer shorts, half price. See, you know, why wasn't I ruling the world when I was growing up? It would have been much better. I would have had all kinds of fun stuff going on. But anyway, I digress. So I heard something on the news today. The most charitable state out of our 50 states, which state gave the most money to charity this year? Which state do you think it is? You'd never, ever guess. You'll take all 50 states before you get it. The most charitable state in the United States is Wyoming. Who would ever thought? Huh? Wyoming. What the hell? Why Wyoming? Why Wyoming? What is it? The buffalo out there? Like they're very charitable, I guess. Right? The Cowboys? I don't know. But that's kind of interesting because I've never been to Wyoming. Is there anything there? I mean, there are cities, right? Laramie, Wyoming. There's Buffalo. It seems flat. I don't know. Wyoming's just there. It's just there. Nothing against the people in Wyoming who are watching this fine program. But is anybody from Wyoming? Alexa, are there any celebrities from Wyoming? See, he said, sorry, I don't have any answer for that. There's nobody from Wyoming. And this is going to drive me nuts all through the new year now. Who the hell came from Wyoming? Ah, oh my God. Anyway, I give those people out there credit. They're the most charitable people in the United States. Wyomingians. Wyomingians. The least, get this, the least charitable state. I would call them the stingiest. The petty pinching states that are on the bottom of that list are Nevada and New Mexico. Now, here again, my catchphrase, what the hell? Why Nevada and New Mexico? Why won't they give to charity? What's wrong with those people? Nevada, so you got Las Vegas, you got your Reno. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff in Nevada, and there's obviously money there, so give a little to charity. What the hell is wrong with you people? And I'm floored. New Mexico, what do you think, you're going to die and take it with you? I mean, give some to charity. What the hell, the Mexicans? Albuquerque, can I spell Albuquerque? Albuquerque. It's beyond me. I don't know. Santa Fe. There's a lot of good towns out in Mexico. I've actually been to New Mexico. The Painted Desert. Ooh. No, that's in Arizona. Whatever. But it kind of pisses me off because these states are out there and they're not giving anything to charity. I mean, come on. Anyway, all right, okay, that's enough. Let's talk Eagles. I got my Phillies gear on today because I've been dying to wear Phillies stuff. Dying. I can't wait till spring training stuff starts. I love NFL football. I love it. And I'm enjoying it this year. And I'm enjoying the fact that our Eagles are going to two-peat. They're going to repeat again. And they're going to be Super Bowl champions again. But I'm also looking forward to baseball. And the Phillies look like they're going to run the same damn team back, the same choking team. But you got to get excited about baseball in the spring, Warm weather, baseball, they all go together. And we got our Kyle Schwarber back. And Bryce Harper has new blood since he hooked up that machine, which circulated his blood. And now he's new there. And he's going to be playing for the Olympic team. And not the Olympic team, the baseball classic, Team USA. Yeah. Anyway, but I'm here to talk Eagles because the Eagles have a big game Sunday in Buffalo, 425. Actually, I think they're calling for rain in Buffalo on Sunday. Usually it's wind and snow. You never know what you're going to get up in Buffalo in the wintertime. But right now they're saying rain and wind. Okay. So, I actually think the Eagles are going to win. When the line came out last Sunday, the initial line was Eagles +3. And now it's down to Eagles +1.5. So obviously somebody is betting on the Eagles. So I don't know. I just think with Josh Allen, Bill's quarterback is hurt. He hurt his foot last week. He may not be 100%. And I think the Eagles are going up into Buffalo because, see, the Eagles still have something to play for. They can, if they win their last two games, they beat Buffalo Sunday and then they beat Washington at home next week. And if the Chicago Bears lose their last two games, the Eagles leapfrog them into the number 2 seed in the NFC. Now, that's important because the Eagles would have home field advantage all through the playoffs, other than if they had to play the number 1 seed, which could be the Seattle Seahawks could be the LA Rams, could be the San Francisco 49ers. We don't know right now. But so that's important. Plus, it's who you play. Right now, if the Eagles stay the number 3 seed, they probably would end up playing the San Francisco 49ers in Philadelphia. Now, that's good. Get the 49ers in here when we got our typical Northeast weather in the wintertime. Snow, cold, wind, good. But if we leapfrog up to the number 2 seed, we might play Green Bay. And, we could beat Green Bay. We've been beating Green Bay like a drum the last few years, You get Green Bay in here, although Green Bay, they're kind of used to the snow and stuff. Our weather here in the Northeast is not going to affect Green Bay like it would, let's say, an LA Rams team or I don't know, a Lions team or something. But anyway, so it's important. And I think the Eagles match up well with the Bills. And I think, the Bills aren't very good against the run. So I would say if I was a betting man, and if I wanted to play a little parlay or a little prop bet on Sunday, I would take Saquon Barkley to go over his rushing yards. Why? Because the Bills do not defend the run very well, and Barkley had a great game last week, if you remember, against Washington. And I think Barkley might hopefully be out of his funk there, Go up to Buffalo, and even if they have snow up there, just run off 100 yards or whatever, And so I would be inclined to take Barkley going over his rushing yards on Sunday. Now the Bills, they got this James Cook, who's leading the entire league in rushing. And he's a swift little guy, this guy. The Eagles are really going to have to keep their eyes on this guy because the other guys on Buffalo, they're not going to kill you. Come on, they're not. But James Cook could. So Eagles really have to clamp down on him. And otherwise, I think the Eagles win it 23-20. 23-20 Eagles. That's my prediction. Oh, you want a little Christmas nugget from Daddy? Daddy's going to give you a Christmas nugget. This is a little extra Christmas money for you. Even though Christmas is over, make a little money tonight. Go out, maybe buy your loved ones an extra present. Just tell them Santa Claus came a little late this year. But here's this little Nintendo game or whatever the hell you're going to buy with it. 76ers are playing in Chicago tonight. They're playing the Bulls. The Bulls always give trouble, but that's not the bet. There's a guy on the Bulls. His name is Josh Giddey. Giddey. Like giddy up, horsey. Josh Giddey. Well, I'll tell you what. This Josh Giddey dude can rebound every single freaking time. I did a little research this morning. He plays the 76ers. He gets a lot of rebounds. 13, 15, 16. I think one game he even had like 22 rebounds. Well, guess what? For him to only get 10 rebounds, it's plus money. So if you wager $10, you're going to get like $20 back. That's pretty good. So I would take Josh Giddey up. 10 rebounds. I would go crazy. Say, oh, he's going to get 58 rebounds. No, don't be a pig. Just take what you can. 10 rebounds. I would go 10 and 10. $10, 10 rebounds. So there you go, huh? And remember, when you give your child the Nintendo after this, tell him it's from Daddy, not his real dad. This daddy right here. So I was thinking about this. Can you still play Christmas music after Christmas? Can you, like, if I came on here and I started singing Deck the halls with bells on holly. Da, 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 da. Is that okay? Or will I be arrested by the Christmas song police? Um, to me, I think it's okay because it's still Christmas week. It's the Christmas season. Uh, I think it's okay. I think you could go out there in the world and go out on the street and start singing jingle bells to yourself. Now, they may take you away if you do that, but I think it's okay. I don't know. So if you want to go to your dinner table tonight with your family and friends still celebrating the holidays, and you just burst out in the song and you say to everybody around the table, let's sing. And you go, da joy to the world, da da, a little melody, da 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 da. Have a holly jolly Christmas, da 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 da. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Sleigh bells ring, are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, we're happy tonight, walking away the wonderland. Well, I think if you do that, it's okay. They're not going to come. The Christmas police are not going to come and arrest you, okay? Celebrate the holidays. It only comes once a year. Have a good time and have fun. So, speaking of Christmas, one of my short stories was just published yesterday on Christmas Day. First time ever. It's called Peppermint Bark. Why is such a weird name? Peppermint Bark. Well, it's based on a true story. It's about my dog Coco, who happens to be right over there. You see it? You see it right there laying there? That's not a stuffed animal. That's a real dog. And it's a little cute, sweet story about, every kid likes to get a puppy for Christmas. About this kid who wants a puppy for Christmas. They get her the dog. They don't want to separate the dog from the brother. The brother's really close to him. They separate, and it works out in the end. It works out. But it's funny, it's cute, it's touching, it's sweet, and you should go and read it. It's published at Mocking Owl Publishing, Roost, Mocking Owl Roost, whatever. Just look up Mocking Owl and you go to it and you see the story. It's right there in the front. Peppermint Bark, it's called. Read it and enjoy it. I put the link up on my Facebook page and it's also on my X page. So if you happen to be a follower, just look it up. I think you'll like it. It's a Christmas story and it's cute. So anyway, so that's about it for today. You got my Eagles prediction. Yeah, we're winding down now. We had 3 games yesterday. Cowboys actually beat the Redskins, Commanders, whatever. But who cares? Because the Cowboys are out of the playoffs again. The Lions got their asses kicked out of the playoffs for real because the Minnesota Vikings beat the Lions yesterday. And then you had at night, you had those Kansas City Chiefs lose to the Denver Broncos. And Taylor Swift was at the game because it might have been Travis Kelce's last game as a Chief in Arrowhead Stadium. Because I'm thinking he may retire after the season's over next week. Because what does he have to worry about? He's got a lot of money. He's going to marry Taylor Swift, who has a lot of money. So, let him enjoy life. You know what? Hey, this guy's got everything. He's got a podcast that's like worth $100 million or whatever. And he's rolling over in the dough. Me, I don't have to make anything. I just do this for my enjoyment and yours too. Anyway, no, I wish Travis Kelce all the luck in him. I really do hope he retires, enjoys his life with Taylor Swift, makes babies, and has a good life, doesn't get injured, Get out, Travis, while you can before you get injured. don't risk that. I wouldn't. So, but the football season is winding down. We got some games tomorrow, Saturday. We got games Sunday. We got games Monday. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, all through this Christmas season, football games. The poor people out there who don't like football and might be this must be driving off the friggin' wall. Football, football, football. I I love it myself, but some people they don't like it. So but we are winding down. 2 weeks to get the playoffs start. Oh my God, the playoffs. And we'll talk about that down the line. Ah, all right, everybody. I'll be back probably on Monday. We'll rehash that Eagles game in Buffalo. Hopefully, it's a victory. We'll talk about that. Maybe the Phillies will get off their butts and do something, trade some people over the weekend. You never know. In the meantime, have a nice weekend. Enjoy your family, your friends, your loved ones around this Christmas time. Sing Christmas songs. Daddy said it's okay. If somebody gives you any grief and say, it's not Christmas anymore, stop singing Feliz Navidad. You tell them Daddy said it's okay. And I'm the dad. And don't forget, look for that Josh Giddey tonight. 10 rebounds. 10. That's all we need. We don't need 11. Just get 10. That's it. Okay, everybody. Peace and love, especially this time of the year. Peace and love. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.